finals of the ATP Cup for the very first time. What a moment for them. Two wonderful performances in the singles. What a moment.
It's long. Monfils points to his corner with a big smile. That one is for his wife, Elina Svitolina. He wins 6-4, 6-4. Gael Monfils is the Adelaide International 1 champion for 2022.
There you go, with his title 89 in what's been a glittering career for Rafael Nadal. First win in Australia since 2009, and he's won in 19 consecutive seasons on the ATP Tour. A study of excellence and longevity.
Is the champion in Sydney.
2 sets to love.
It's a third career title for a Russian. And he takes down Andy Murray in emphatic fashion. Just over an hour and a half, he beats the Scot 6-3, 6-3.
Kokonakis conquers all in Adelaide. How fitting he wins his maiden title in his hometown.
Dos set partido, Ramos Viñolas. 2 sets a 1. 4-6, 6-3. 6-4, 2 sets to 1, 4-6, 6-3. 6-4.
He can't believe he's a champion on the tour once again. João Sousa, we salute you. Look at the scenes in Pune. He feared he may never play again, let alone win a title again. What a final.
And that's it. It's Sasha Bublik jumping for joy because he's finally done it at the 5th time of asking in his 5th final. It's a delightful smile for Bublik, who played a simply sensational match. He's a delighted man. The fans are roaring their applause too. A popular character, a lovely wave, and he's done it.
The wait is over for Felix Auger-Aliassime. The 21-year-old Canadian claims his maiden title on the ATP Tour. He wins the ABN AMRO World Tennis Tournament. A breathtaking display in today's final. He takes out the top seed to do so.
Auger-Aliassime.
There it is. Riley Opelka is the champion. Opelka dazzles in Dallas. And the master of the tiebreak has done it again. Isner was put to the sword in the semi-final, and now he's put out the youngster, Jensen Brooksby. A really popular win, a very popular player.
Casper Ruud is champion again in Buenos Aires, his second Argentina Open title. Took a mighty effort to topple the defending champion Diego Schwartzman. What he has contributed to this week, absolutely awesome.
Roberto Bautista Agut is the champion in Doha for a second time. He wins on the ATP Tour for the first time in 3 years. Turns the tables on Nicholas Basilashvili in fine style. Too consistent this evening.
It was a tough start to the season for Cam Norrie, but now he is certainly in form. Norrie is the champion in Delray Beach after beating Riley Opelka in 2 tiebreaks.
The first Delray Beach Open champion from Great Britain, the #1 seed. The second one, Marty Fish did it.
He's done it. Andrei Rublev, a champion on the ATP Tour for the first time in 2022 and the first time for almost a year. He withstands a late fight back from Felix Auger-Aliassime to claim the title in straight sets.
Andrei Rublev.
Andrei Rublev can't stop winning. Title number 10 for the Russian. And it's 2 in 2 weeks. Marseille last week. And tonight, it's Delight in Dubai. Yet another title at ATP 500 level.
Rafael Nadal is Mr. Invincible. It is a 3rd straight title in 2022 as his astonishing unbeaten start to the year continues. For the 4th time in his career, Nadal is the Mexican Open champion.
It's out, I think. He believes it out. He is the champion here in Santiago.
Pedro Martinez takes his first ATP Tour title. What a match. Swinging this way and that, but he's come back in the end from a set down to win in just under 2 hours and 50 minutes.
Taylor Fritz is the king in California.
6-3, 7-6.
He wins his very first Masters 1000 trophy. He ends Nadal's run, and he's the first American men's champion here since Agassi in 2001. It is a day he will remember for the rest of his life. Made all the more special because it's come on home territory.
He masters the field in Miami. Carlos Alcaraz shines brightest in the Sunshine State as champion of the Miami Open. In his debut in a Masters 1000 final, the 18-year-old becomes the youngest champion in tournament history, picking up this prestigious title. And he reigns supreme in the Magic City.
What a great tiebreak he has played there. What a match he has played to claim his second title of the year, the fourth of his career, and his first on clay. And it's another win for him against John Isner. That's his fifth in succession. Some week he only dropped one set, and that was right at the start of his bid here.
It's just wide, and it is mission accomplished in Monte Carlo for Stefanos Tsitsipas. It's back-to-back titles for the young Greek. And he has produced some tremendous tennis this week. His opponent gave it everything. He's thrilled us over the last few days, but Tsitsipas just too good. Once again reminding us how good he is on the European clay.
Carlos Alcaraz is the 2022 Barcelona Open Bank Sabadell champion. The Spaniard wins his third title of the season and his first in front of his home fans. And he does so on the court named after the man he grew up idolizing. It was such a tough week with the rain and the disruptions, but Alcaraz took it all in his stride.
Andrei Rublev is the Serbia Open champion. His third title of the year, as for the first time he is able to get the better of Novak Djokovic.
Dame I gospodo, pozdravite učesnike finala koji su dali sve
Great
od sebe.
sportsmanship to see from Djokovic, who will take away a lot of positives from this week, particularly in front of his home fans. But it is Rublev who is able to come out on top of what was a fine battle.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Van der Sandschulp has to retire.
Oh, this is such a shame. A first final for both these players on the ATP Tour. It's a handshake. A retirement for Botic van der Sandschulp. It's a title win for Holger Rune here in Munich.
It's all over. He's done it. Sebastian Baez wins his maiden title here in Estoril. He's had the week of his life. And the 21-year-old has come of age here in Portugal. The little powerhouse, 5'7", who packs a punch, is a worthy winner.
Carlos Alcaraz is the champion in Madrid. The 19-year-old caps off the perfect week with a third top four win here in the Spanish capital. It's a second title at this level in the space of 6 weeks. An hour of total domination. He tops it off in remarkable fashion.
It's a 6th title for Djokovic in Rome, a 38th Masters trophy. But maybe, more importantly for Novak, it sends a message to his rivals ahead of Paris. Djokovic is back. And he is the champion in Italy once more.
There it is. A magnificent scrap. And you have to feel for Joao Sousa. But Casper Ruud has retained his title. Title number 8, his second of this year. And none was harder earned than today in Geneva.
That is how it feels to win your first title on clay. A magnificent win for Cam Norrie, and he had to do it the hard way against Alex Molchan, who made him work for it, saving 2 match points in the second set. The wait for a first title for Molchan goes on, but look at those celebrations from Cam Norrie.
Spiel, Satzsieg, Berrettini. 6-4, 5-7, 6-3, 6-4. 5-7, 6-3.
The fairy tale week is complete for Tim van Rijthoven. A man coming into this week that hadn't won a single match on the ATP Tour has become the first Dutchman to win this event on home soil in 19 years. he takes out the man that will take over as the world #1 on Monday. It's some story.
What a way to seal it. And it is back-to-back Queen's titles for Berrettini. 2 trophies in 2 weeks. A 7th title on tour and a 4th on this surface. He serves a reminder that he is a force to be reckoned with on the grass and makes a big statement with Wimbledon around the corner.
For the winner of the 2022 Cinch Championships, Matteo Berrettini.
A performance of tennis perfection. Hubert Hurkacz is the champion in Halle, deservedly so, dismantling the world #1, Daniil Medvedev, with a devastating performance.
There it is. Tsitsipas wins his first grass court title. Didn't he have to work for it in this scorching sun against a Spaniard well supported? A terrific final here in Mallorca.
Oh, and it's title #2 at Eastbourne for Taylor Fritz.
6-2, 6-7, 7-6.
His second title this year. He sounds a warning ahead of Wimbledon next week. He is going to be a force to be reckoned with. A brave performance and a great week from Maxime Cressy, but Taylor Fritz gets it done, 7-6 in the third.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2022 Rothsay International Men's Singles Champion, Taylor Fritz.
It's a double fault, third time lucky for Maxime Cressy. Finally, the 25-year-old has his first single title on the tour. And what a final we've witnessed here today. Well, he can't believe that, Alexander Bublik. He's shaking his head. But kudos to Cressy. He wasn't at the races in the first set. The first 3 games in the second set. Got himself a break, and after that, he found a level of intent.
It is a first title for Francisco Cerundolo. And that is what it means to him. We knew we'd have an Argentine winner in Bostad today, and it is Cerundolo who goes through against Sebastian Baez. 7-6, 6-2.
A magical week for Lorenzo Musetti after a memorable final here in Hamburg. He can't believe he's finally got across the line. He claims his very first ATP title, a very special day. And he's beaten a special opponent. Goodness me, he deserves all the applause, the praise after that final. And he can finally forget about all those missed match points in the second set.
Casper Ruud goes back-to-back here in Gstaad. Becomes the first player to defend his title here since Sergi Bruguera did so back in the 90s.
Alex de Minaur is a multiple Atlanta Open champion, and he is thrilled about it. What a performance of brilliant defence and attack and physical and mental fortitude, all of the hallmarks that have carried him into the game's elite and are taking him back there fast. The world number 30 will surely be rising much further in the months and years ahead.
It is an 11th ATP Tour title for Roberto Bautista Agut. In what has been a difficult year, he picks up a second crown of 2022. Filip Misalic has had a dream week. It's been an incredible story for the 20-year-old Austrian, but it comes to an end in the final.
He came into Umag without a Tour semi-final this season. Now he has a title and a first clay court title as he beats his pal Carlos Alcaraz. Second win over the Spaniard in a matter of a few weeks. A comeback victory as well for Sinner as he takes it 6-7, 6-1, 6-1.
And Kyrgios will wear the crown once again in the District of Columbia. Nick Kyrgios, unbowed, unbroken, picks up title number 7, and he went about it anything but lucky. This was well earned for his second title at the City Open.
Daniil Medvedev pulls rank in Los Cabos, a 14th World Tour title for the world number 1. Cameron Norrie's reign as Los Cabos champion is ended in emphatic fashion. He just couldn't get it going this evening. But facing the world number 1 is as tough as it gets.
Pablo Carreño Busta busts through as conqueror of Montreal and can now lay claim to being a Masters 1000 champion. Viva España!
Test. Borna Coric is the champion in Cincinnati. A first Masters title for the Croats. It is a fairy tale run after the injury problems. A year away from competitive tennis, 8 months of rehab. And the emotion spills over. The third trophy of his career, but by far the most significant after everything he's been through. It's his first since 2018.
Adrian Mannarino becomes Winston-Salem Open champion for 2022. The first Frenchman to win the title. Laszlo Djere has given everything in this tournament, but ultimately he didn't have enough left for the final. And Mannarino, who's been cucumber cool throughout, has got it done in straight sets.
Game, set, and match. Nakashima.
Delight for Brandon Nakashima, who wins his maiden title on the ATP Tour in his hometown in San Diego. A lovely embrace between two good friends. But could this be a platform for greater things? He's a young man with lofty ambitions. Nakashima is your champion.
Lorenzo Sonego takes the title here in Metz.
7-6, 6-2.
A third ATP Tour title for the Italian. It's his first ever on the hard courts. And a warm embrace with Alexander Bublik at the end of that one, but you've got to say, the Kazakh, he lost his composure entirely in the second set. He completely lost his way, and it became a procession for the Italian.
It's glory for Yoshihito Nishioka. He is the champion in Seoul.
6-4, 7-6.
What a week for the Japanese player. A great final to cap off a brilliant week from really every aspect. The crowd have been magnificent, but he has been the player of the tournament. Got his biggest win of his career over Casper Ruud in the quarterfinals.
Novak Djokovic is the first champion of the Watergen Tel Aviv Open. It's title number 89 for the Serb, and his third of 2022, and he hasn't dropped a set.
What a moment! His first ATP singles title. How happy he must be. His team delighted, and now the embrace with the young Dane, who threw so much into this week, came so close to forcing a deciding set, but it's not to be. And for the second time this year, Husler's beaten him in straight sets, and this time to claim the title in Sofia.
Taylor Fritz, the champion in Tokyo. What a time he is having in his tennis career right now. A third ATP Tour title of this season. A new entry into the world's top 10. And seemingly the sky is the limit. The 10th different American player to win this title in Japan.
He's challenging. Djokovic pretty confident. It is out, and it is a 90th ATP Tour title for the quite extraordinary Novak Djokovic. Absolutely flawless today. And it's a win that guarantees his place in Turin for the year-end finals in just over a month's time.
Juego set partido, Rublev.
Andrei Rublev is the champion in Gijon. Yet another title to add to his long list. A fourth of the season.
Felix Auger-Aliassime wins the second title of his career, a second of the season, and a second indoors. He gives himself a major boost in his hopes of qualifying for the Nitto ATP Finals in Turin. He's a winner here in Florence, 4-4.
fantastic Felix Auger-Aliassime. The champion in Florence last week is the champion in Antwerp this week. It's the third title of the year for the Canadian, and the man who couldn't buy a win in a final before this season can't stop winning them now.
A remarkable performance from a young man who is going somewhere very fast indeed. A second ATP Tour title. The better man on the day one. An incredible performance. He wasn't broken in a straight sets victory over the world number 5. Lost just 2 sets all tournaments, beating the likes of Cam Norrie and Alex de Minaur and Stefanos Tsitsipas.
It's in, and he is the champion here in Naples. He is a special talent, and he played some special tennis here this afternoon. Berrettini, yes, lame certainly right at the end, and maybe for most of that second set he gave it all he could. But Musetti was too good.
It's all over at the 7th time of asking. Medvedev, the maestro, finally is the champion in Vienna. What a final. What a performance from Shapovalov. Medvedev's toughest test of the week, no doubt. Broken 3 times. He trailed 4-1 in the first set. He gets it this time. Felix in the form of his life. It is now 3 titles he has won this month. Florence, Antwerp, and now Basel. An October to dream about for the man from Montreal. He wins this tournament without being broken. Only 2 other players have achieved that feat this ATP Tour season.
A quite remarkable conclusion to a remarkable week in Paris for Holger Rune. He's beaten Djokovic, the 6-time champion. A first Masters title for the teenager from Denmark. A 5th top 10 win of the week. And tomorrow he will be a top 10 player himself. Incredible, incredible drama. And goodness me, he has earned the applause this week. And all this after saving 3 match points.
Nakashima is magnificent in Milan. He becomes the 2022 Intesa San Paolo Next Gen ATP Finals champion. Finishes the week unbeaten as well. Just got better and better as the event went on. Adds adds his name to an elite list of players who have won this event since its inception back in 2017. And it's going to be fascinating to watch his progression over the next 12 months.
Djokovic is the champion in Turin. It is a 6th Nitto ATP Finals title for the Serb. The 5th singles trophy of the season for Novak. And it is a big payday as the undefeated champion. He'll take home the biggest paycheck in tennis, over $4.7 million.